Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys, I've got my hot tea ready. Someone in the chat asked about the brand that I use, and it's called Yogi Tea Brand. It's ginger. So, I'm not selling any products or anything like that, but I know one of the viewers in the chat asked which brand I was using. It is Yogi. I don't get paid for this, guys. I just love it, the ginger tea. And plus it's become a routine every night around the same time. I enjoy some delicious ginger tea in my favorite cup, the James Brown cup. How are you guys? There's a lot to talk about tonight. Some of the same stuff, but I like to put a mental health spin to it, a real life examination of what I would call Hollyweird. I think now with this Puff Daddy news, it should be clear to everyone that's looking at TV and hearing this stuff that there is really an undercurrent of weirdness that's going on. They call it the Illuminati or the cabal, as Cat Williams calls it. I don't know what it is, but one thing we know for sure, that Puff Daddy went on for decades destroying lives and exploiting men and women for his sexual purposes. Let's just put it right out there. So we know that JLo has been suspiciously quiet. She's been really quiet. And we're going to get into that because JLo and Ben Affleck were spotted with a divorce attorney that actually helped Ben with his divorce against Jennifer Garner. So it looks like JLo and Ben are working with Laura Wasserman. I will pull her up. So we've got I got clips of them from the news media showing both Ben and JLo. Now, JLo's looking good from top to bottom, as always. Ben Affleck dressed conservatively, and he's got that scowl on his face. And I understand that scowl on his face. He wants this to be over, especially now that Puff Daddy, this whole thing has blown up. And you notice all of Hollywood and Hollyweird mostly, they have been mysteriously quiet. Now, Justin Bieber, he's been some of the video clips of him crying while he's singing. He's one that I feel really bad about. So we're going to get into him and some of the other nasty people in Kanye and his wife. It's clear now when you think of Kanye with Kim and that's SEX tape, that Kim's own mother, Kim Kardashian, Ray J said openly, he alleges that Kris Kardashian edited those SEX tapes with her own daughter. And Kris Kardashian is the original pimp. She is the queen pimp of Calabasas, baby. She pimped all her girls. So when she sicked them dogs on Prince Harry, because remember, Kris Kardashian's boy toy with the big hips, Corey is tied to Justin Bieber, to Puff Daddy. He went skiing with Prince Harry. Oh, it's all intertwined together. And we're going to connect the dots and get into it. So let's start right now with Kim Porter, because I've been checking up on some of the excerpts from her book. I have not purchased it just yet because I've been getting all of the detail from watching other content creators. I'm kind of a cheapskate in that aspect. So you guys bear with me. I have to budget in various ways in order to not, so that I can travel like I want to. So I budget in a lot of ways. And Kim Porter, they say that book is only 35 pages long, and I'm just not going to make anybody rich off of my hard-earned money. We're not doing that one. We're not going to do that, okay? So let's look at this. Kim Porter, look at her. Now, in this explosive book, 2 days ago, I told you about the fact that she Puff Daddy, in the book, it's alleged that Puff Daddy beat her. She said he had never beaten her so bad that because she would not wear a strap on. Okay. That's what this animal did, right? So now I hear that she says that she heard for in her own, this is what the writer is alleging, that Kim Porter heard Puff Daddy put a hit out basically on Tupac, and then also pulled security off of Biggie Smalls. That's what she's saying. Now we know Puff Daddy has broken this girl's nose. We've heard about that. I mean, he has brutalized her for decades. And my question is, she was right there. Why did she stay? Is money that important? Guys, I really want to understand this because I think that's the psychology behind all this. Why stay? Why someone this horrific, right? He's an apex predator. There's no way around it. I don't think that he pretended to be anything other than what he is. He was like that with JLo. He was like that with Kim Porter and all the girls and the ladies that came, and the boys that came in between, after, before, whatever. This guy has never pretended to be anything but what he was, a predator, a cruel individual that was out to destroy lives. So she ended up playing the game and ended up dying. Now I hear that Al B. Sure, which is her baby's daddy, she was apparently messing around. Now I hear that Kim Porter was down with the swinging. She was down with it. That was kind of, she was okay with it. No one's down with getting brutalized, but they said she was involved with Andre Harrell, which I thought I don't know if Harrell went both sides or whatever, but apparently not. I guess maybe he had a preference, like Puff Daddy prefers men over women, from what I understand. But so Kim allegedly was with Andre Harrell. Well, she was with Al B. Sure, and she had a baby with Al B. Sure. I think it's Christian. Is that the boy's name that Puff Daddy adopted? Well, Christian he was on Angela Simmons' channel, and he said that Al B. Sure, I guess Puff is really his dad, the way he look at it. But Puff he didn't steal, he took Kim from Al B. Sure. Basically, I guess Kim was like, okay, he got more money, I'll go with him. I don't know. Anyways, Puff Daddy, Kim put up with a lot and ended up losing her life. Now Al B. Sure is asking for the police to reopen that case. Quincy, thank you, a moment. Thank you so much. Quincy, not Christian. One thing you guys will find out with me is I'm terrible with names. I am terrible, and I apologize. I've always been that way. So Ammerman, Washington, or WA, thank you so much. It's Quincy. That's his name, Quincy. Hi, Odalis. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Install Pines, I see you too. Hello. Welcome. So yeah, Quincy is Al B. Sure and Kim Porter's child together. And I guess Diddy basically took Al B. Sure's rights. And Al B. Sure was so afraid of Diddy. And I would imagine I can see why. But what I want to bring out today, though, is we got to discuss the parties that were connected to Puff Daddy, how he destroyed their lives, and how it reveals to the world now that there is some kind of ritual that happens in this community where these people, it's not a ritual, it's something that they do. It is, well, yeah, because they exploit people. Remember when Christian Keys, he accused Tyler Perry of sex harassing straight black men to get a role. Christian Keys took down the video. He's been quiet, which I believe, in my opinion, that Tyler Perry paid him. But what it revealed is that there is something going on where you got to pretty much pay to play, meaning that you got to give up your body. Cat Williams said that. Cat Williams, when he was on Club Shay, Cat Williams said, you have to tell Puff Daddy no. He said, you've got to tell Puff Daddy no. You got to come, because Puff Daddy wants that third eye. He wants that third hole. Ari, hi. Thanks for joining us. Hello, hello. Yes, E. Baker. Hello, hello, guys. Hi, thanks for joining us. So if you watch Cat Williams, he was telling the truth, and he explained it. He said that Harvey Weinstein asked him to ask Cat Williams if he could basically suck his privates. That's what's going on in this industry. That is a lot that's going on in this industry, and you can't unsee it. You cannot unsee it, and you do not need to be a rocket scientist to see. Woo, this tea got me hot, guys. Hold on 1 second. I am burning up. I forgot to turn on the air. It was chilly in here, and then I started drinking this hot tea. Bear with me. I'm sorry. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that there is really something going on in this industry that's very dark and disturbing. And Puff Daddy and his crew. Now, Kim Porter, they say she was down with it. She was down with the swinging, the swinging, and the playing around. I guess she didn't mind putting on. What people do in the bedroom is real. I don't care. It's not my business. If it's consenting adults, I'm cool with that. But if you start abusing people or you messing with children, I got a big problem with that. And Puffy was nothing more than an apex predator. Let's keep it real. So it's clear in this industry and at his parties, and a lot of celebrities were there. I saw a clip of what is his name? LeBron James. He was rapping at they were at the table. It was an after party. He was drinking his ass off. And they had some kind of music on, and he was rapping over the music. And he's also recorded as saying on a video that it's nothing like a Puff Daddy party. So it's clear that whatever they did with LeBron James had a wonderful time. And Puff Daddy, I saw pictures at the white party of Sarah Jessica Parker and her husband. I can't think of his name right now. Ferris Bueller Day Off. What is his name? All kind of celebrities at Puff Daddy's party. We know that Ashton Kutcher. I see Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, Kanye West. So it's clear that and we call it Hollyweird for a reason. Now, remember when all that controversy came out with Will and Jada Smith, how they get together, and for all these decades, we thought this was we heard rumors that they were into swinging. We heard rumors that there was a lot going on at their house, but it was not until that whole thing with, what did they call it? Entanglement with August Alsina, when Jada Pinkett basically targeted her own son's friend and betted him, and Will said it was okay. And then when Will Smith's, one of his assistants, came out and said that he walked in the room on Will Smith and what's his friend's name that was married to Tisha Campbell. Oh shit, I can't think of his name right now. He said that he murdered Will Smith. It was just like that. So their marriage the marriage was a facade. Then it started to be revealed that maybe Will Smith might be bisexual. And it's like, you know what it is? It's just in that industry, it's a lifestyle. And you got to pay to play. And like Cat Williams said, if you're not willing to bend over, and if you're not willing to hold, that's why JLo is so comfortable with switching from man to man to man to man. That's leading me to question Ben Affleck. Because I'm like, Ben, you could have had any woman, any other quality woman. Why'd you choose JLo? Ben, have you been out there in that world of Hollyweird? And he doesn't even have to be. Why did you choose her? So we're gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge Ben too much because I know he's an alcoholic. I think he just fell off the wagon. But This here with Puff Daddy and how he destroyed lives. Now, I did a little bit of research, and I'm telling you, you know, one person that really makes me so sad when I see him and I sympathize with him is Justin Bieber. Let me show you something here. Let me show you something right here. This really made me sad. This made me really, really sad when I saw this. Really sad. I'm going to share this with you. Hold on one second. Let me get my gear together. Yeah, see, yeah, we got a lot to talk about, guys. I'm going to get in the comments in just a second. I just want to pull Justin Bieber up right quick and pull up his picture. We're going to jump in the comments because that's the best part of it is I like for us to kind of be communicating back and forth. And eventually I'd like to get a phone up and running too so we can have I accept calls. So look at him. Look at this. This is a picture of Scooter Braun, Kanye West, and in the middle is Justin Bieber. Look how drunk he is. Look how high he is. This image was taken in 1999. Now, let me show you what it says because it was on his Twitter. This was People Magazine. This was this his Instagram? Justin Bieber, 294 million followers. He says he was talking about his mental health. He says, just wanted to keep you guys updated a little bit. Hopefully what I'm going through will resonate with you guys. Been struggling a lot. Just feeling super disconnected and weird, he wrote, including a picture of himself praying next to manager Scooter Braun and Kanye West. Do they look like they praying to y'all? Maybe they are praying, but he looked high as hell to me. And we're going to get into Kanye West in a second. So Justin says, however, he went, okay, I always bounce back, so I'm not worried. Just wanted to reach out and ask for your guys to pray for me. God is faithful and your prayers really work. Thanks. The most human season I've ever been in, facing my stuff head on, wrote Bieber. And look at this image. To me, it's showing this young man has been through hell and back. Okay. Now I like to see him with his wife, young Hailey Bieber. But before that, we're gonna go back to Hailey Bieber, but I want to share with you guys this animal. Now look at this animal right here. Hold on. Look at that. Puff Daddy. He's been around Bieber since he was 15 years old. He has ruined. So this young man, this boy is going through, he's a grown man now. He's no longer a boy. He's a father now. But he's gone through hell with this animal. And he's not talking about it. We can tell over the years, though, that he went through hell with Puff Daddy. You know he did. You know he did. They turned that boy out. You know they did. And why is it that his family, I don't know, why is his family allow that to happen? I don't know. I don't know why his family would allow that to happen, but they did. They really did. Justin Bieber's mother and father. I know they're divorced, but let's look at some more. Look at this. Look, remember this video when he was 15 years old and Puff Daddy said that he's going to show him, he's got 48 hours with this 15-year-old boy. Where was the mother and father? Look at him. And he's a whole grown. Justin was 15 and Puff Daddy was 40. What is this 40-year-old animal doing with that? And this is them now. They released an ad. Okay. And this one, they say just in September, I guess Puff wanted Justin to, feature him on a song or something on his album. But as you can see over the years, Puff Daddy has been, I mean, he's a predator for real, in a real sense. And Justin Bieber, the one thing I like about Justin Bieber And I don't talk religion or politics on the channel, but I am spiritual, very spiritual. And I do believe if you hold on to a higher power, and I happen to call my higher power God, I think God can help you through it. I really do. And it looks like that's what this young man is trying to do. Now he's got a child. I think the best thing that happened to him, he got married. Um, yeah, look at it. And they spent a lot of time together. They look like they really enjoy each other's company. Marriage is not easy, but life is not easy. Life is tough. Life is tough. But I think he's enjoying himself with his wife. And now they got a baby. I think they got a boy, right? So now he is with his wife, and she's part of the industry because her father is it Stephen Baldwin? I saw him on Pet Bet David. But what I like what he said here, Justin Bieber, when he says, I always bounce back, so I'm not worried. Just wanted to reach out and ask for you guys to pray for me. God is faithful and your prayers really work. Thanks. And he says the most human season I've ever been in, facing my stuff head on. Now, Justin Bieber, look at this. He's done the right thing by taking it to God, because that's the only one. Take it to your higher power, because this industry is so nasty and rotted out. It's so Puff Daddy is a broken individual, because these are just broken people who are predators. And why they are able to flourish in Hollyweird means that Hollyweird is broken. That's what that means. It means that they're broken too. Because I mean, Kanye, look at him. You look at Kanye. Look at how Kanye is walking around. Him and his wife or whatever. She's walking around. He's talking about Jewish because he's an anti-Semitic individual. He doesn't like Jewish people. But look at how his wife walks around, and look at how he walks around, and he's got his kids with him. Check out this image right here. Check out this image. Look at that. Look at how broken they are. Look at that. And he grinning like that's okay. This is a broken individual. This is disgusting. So let's get into the comments. Let's get into the comments. What do you guys think? This is crazy to me. Wait, let me remove. Oh, did it go? Okay, good. Okay, let's get in the comments. So Justin Bieber holding on to God, his higher power, and getting married and holding on to his family. Because of what he has seen in his young life is probably enough to blow anybody's mind. And he's trying to find his way back, and I'm glad that he is. I'm glad that, look with this. Hold on one second. It's like I lost the page. Give me a second here, guys. I'm going to find it again. Let me X out here. There we go. There we go. Because we want to see Kanye and his greatness. Look at this. We want to see Kanye and his greatness. Because Kanye, everybody puts him on a pedestal. You don't want to live their life. So let's get in the comments, and we're going to discuss why is it that these celebrities, what is going on with them mentally that they would think that, what are they looking for? I could tell you what they're looking for. And we're going to talk about it. Let me get in the comments, because it's hard to really sit with yourself. How do you have all that money in the world and access and you're still screwed up? That's because I told you, when you sit home alone by yourself and it's just you and yourself and your thoughts, and you got people find it hard. And that's when you really learn how to really get connected and be rooted in the moment, right in the moment. You got to. Otherwise, these people are showing you. You see, they're showing you. You can have all the money in the world. You could be like JLo, a beautiful body and a beautiful girl in her 20s, 30s, and 40s, and all, money to die for. And they're still not happy. They're still lost. You know why? Because they're so afraid to do just this. Just sit down. Just get a cup of tea, and just sit with yourself. Just sit and read. Go for a walk, just with you, yourself, and get a thermos full of tea, hot tea, or get some iced tea, but spend time alone. They can't do that. They can have to sit alone means you have to be rooted in the moment. That is hard for a lot of people to do, especially in Hollyweird, when Hollywood is fantasy and they live in fantasy. So we're going to get in the comments now. Okay. All righty. Hi, Irie, E. Baker, Insto Pines, whatever. Hi, Lady Letitia. KP probably didn't have a choice. Okay, here we go. Instapine says Kim Porter probably didn't have a choice. You know what? Maybe Puff Daddy would never let her go, but they're, in my opinion, they need to open that case. They've got to reopen that case with her. But see, she was trapped. I think that's what you're saying, Instapine, and she may have been. She may have looked this motherfucker in the eye, and excuse my language, and saw that he was a monster. But she ended up dying anyways. So I don't know. She was trapped. Because if he had the money, maybe there was nowhere. Because she had the kids. He could have taken the kids. All the nasty started at after party. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Nasty. Gracia Maria. Hi, Rhonda. Another victim of Diddy came out. I saw that on Gloria Allred. I saw the news conference. She said that she was dating his bodyguard or assistant, and they had a videotape of her and was selling it. I don't know how true she is. I want to see more facts, but I did see I did watch the press conference. Ari says Matthew Broderick. Thank you, Ari. I'm terrible with names. It was Sarah Jessica Parker, and Matthew Broderick is grinning at the white party next to Puff Daddy. So they were at the white party. Did they get involved with the after party? We don't know. But a lot of these celebrities, not one person's coming out. Oh, I did hear that Mike Tyson is going off and saying he's going to whoop his ass. I did see that. But I'm like, I got to find that clip because I think Mike Tyson would snatch that ass. Because you know what? I've never seen a picture. I got to look that up, guys. If you see a picture of Puff Daddy with Mike Tyson, I never looked that up. So if you guys happen to do that, look it up and let's see what happens. A moment why said Dwayne. Oh yeah, Dwayne Martin. Thank you so much. Dwayne Martin and Will Smith. Now, they are best friends. Did you know that Tisha Campbell, Dwayne Martin's ex-wife, she said that she had no idea that Will Smith owned their house until they got a divorce. And Dwayne, what is his name? Dwayne Martin, he was the one that they said Will's assistant or something said that Will Smith was murdering Dwayne, if you know what I mean, or was it flipped? Dwayne was murdering Will. I mean, you guys can fill in the blanks. We grown, right? Pow, pow. That means Will Smith, and I'm like, I do like Will Smith as an actor. I do like him, but I wish when him and Jada with that slap and all that, and I'm like, you know what? And when I heard about Jada targeting that young boy, August Alsina, and he was friends with Jada's son, and then they on Red Table Talk, you see Jada Pinkett and Will saying, "Oh, Will said I gave him the okay," and then I said, you know what? It was August Alsina was messing around with Jaden, their son, first, and then I guess it became a family affair. Jada and Will got into it. There's no way you're gonna convince me that Will Smith did not get a piece of August Alsina. There's no way, because I'm like, they all go down like that. It is something that's going on in that whole Hollyweird system that I think is so rotten and polluted that hopefully something changes, but I don't know if it will, because there is no way. You got good actors out here, talented, and you know what? You just got to say, hey, you just may not make it. You see how Meghan Markle, she thought she can snag a prince and wear Princess Di's perfume and sleep with him. She got a dimwit, But she did go up to stardom. But maybe Meghan Markle should have started sleeping with Puff Daddy, like JLo did. And she can't sing because JLo can't sing either though, right? But JLo looks much better. So, anyways, I digress. All right, Gracia Maria says, I heard Will Smith has been on the DL since forever. I have too. I'm like, come on out, because I like Will Smith. I was when I went on vacation, I was watching Bad Boys, and I was cracking up. I love Will Smith. I'm like, Will Smith, what's with this married stuff? He and Jada say, oh, we're never gonna get divorced. What, we supposed to give you a medal for that? Because you two are going to pretend like y'all in trauma bonding now? Y'all know each other's secrets so well. You guys got videotapes. Jada got videotapes and all kind of stuff on Will Smith over the decades in their encounters. So he feels like it would embarrass him or whatever shit. If I were Will, come just free yourself. Free yourself. Just say I'm out. You can release the tapes or whatever you want. I don't owe you. Will Smith can say whatever I do in my personal life is my business. I won't answer it. But Will Smith makes good. He does good work. He makes good movies. I was watching Bad Boys, and the first thing I thought when I saw it, I'm like, oh God, here we go, another sequel. I'm so tired of it. Another franchise. And I cracked up the whole time. I was on that plane cracking up. O'Dallas says, Justin breaks my heart. Yeah, he breaks my heart too. He really does, because they turned that boy out. Now, someone in the chat the last time mentioned that there's a video. I've seen it. I just can't put it up because it's so disgusting. It's a picture of Justin Bieber. He's at a party and he sits up, and it looked like he's giving what's that football player? BJ, or it looked weird, and I'm like, oh God, I don't even want to pull it up, because I feel like I don't want to hurt that young man anymore, because he got with Puff Daddy at 15. So him and Usher. Did you see Usher's interview on Howard Stern? Usher too. Install Pine, mine too explains so much sadness. It does, because let's pull up him. I do believe, I like the fact that he's holding on to his faith. Because I can tell you guys, like, I'm not a Bible thumper. I don't want to insult anybody. I describe Bible thumper as someone that goes to church and they're really into the Bible. Not trying to stereotype. What I am, or no judgment, but what I am saying is I am very spiritual. And I understand, listen, without my faith in God, I would not have made it through. There are a lot of times I was praying when I went through my darkest of times. And I had to pray to God and say, God, please, please, because, I had lost my father. Then I divorced first. And within 2 months, my father just died. And, he wasn't a terrible alcoholic. He had health issues, but he drank himself to death. I mean, it was sudden. So, it was faith. And the best way to describe it was like a divorce. And my ex-husband and I, we got together. We got married at 22. We were so young. And it was one of the hardest things in my life. I mean, we've come full circle. We co-parented well. We're good friends. We're no longer together. He's remarried. I wish him well. But during those dark times, and when I lost my dad and all that trauma came up, I had to go into therapy. And I'm telling you, it took about 8 years for me to work through all of that. 8 years. But anyways, my point is, Justin Bieber is holding on to faith. I think that is very smart of him to do that. And he's got a child, he's got a son, and he's got a wife. And I believe that that's going to help him. I really do. I think that's going to help him, because he got a hold. He bumped into predators. I don't know how his family could have. Let's put Justin Bieber up here again. Justin with Kanye and Scooter Braun. And I've heard a lot about Scooter Braun too. I mean, these are people that their God is power, money. We know Kanye is cuckoo Kanye. He's got mental health issues, but he is nothing to play with. And his wife, Kim Kardashian, when they got their kids, he had kids with a woman that was doing sex tapes. And her own mother was editing those sex tapes. That's how Kris Kardashian, she's a old school pimp. There are no boundaries. Everything goes with her, all her girls. And now you see Meghan Markle Meghan Markle husband, Prince Harry, a dimwit. Before he know it, it won't only be Kim Kardashian sisters on their knees. It'll be Corey too. Because Meghan Markle is, let's just say, she's gonna be showing Harry them yacht girl ways. Let's just put it that way. She's gonna do it because that's her world, and she has no other way of making money. Gracie says, Ari 100 agree, and guess what? His parents, extended family are living their lives right now. That's sad. That is so sad. That is very sad. He must have PTSD and his parents abandoned him. He says, you hear that song Lonely? Oh God, I cannot hear that song now. Listen to his song. I think it's called Lonely. That young man been through it. He's got a story to tell. He's got a story to tell. I really do believe that. But I don't think it'll do any good for him to jump into this Puff Daddy thing. I think he should just hold on to his wife and his child. And if the investigators want to interview him, he can interview. But I would not go. Why? Why do an interview with ABC or NBC? None of that. It doesn't matter. He will be re-traumatizing himself. Yes, he will. He will be. It's not worth it for our consumption. No, no, ma'am. No, he's got God, which is his higher power. He's got his wife, and he's got his son now. I believe he had a son. I think. I'm not sure though, but they've got a child together. So he should worry about that. Take it to God and get on your knees, and God got this. He doesn't have to do an interview with TMZ. Don't give any comments. He doesn't have to do an interview with ABC or Big O, with that so-called, and Big O shouldn't be doing interviews because her buddy Tyler Perry got issues of his own, okay? And Ice Cube said that Big O was a gatekeeper. Calling it real, Big O is a gatekeeper. So this whole thing, no. If I were Justin Bieber, I would stay mute. Military silence is the best way to go. I love that phrase, military silence. When in doubt, close your mouth. Don't say one word. He's got money. If he's got his faith, he's okay. And he's got his wife and his child. He doesn't need to go on record for anything. I wouldn't. Sandra's in Arizona. Hi, Sandra, says Kris Jenner. Yeah, Kris Jenner's a big pimp. She edited her own daughter's sex tapes. Who does that? I mean, how nasty do you have to be? Ray J said that she was editing it. They got multiple videos. Her own daughter. Who does that? But she's part of Hollyweird. Not Chloe. What's the big one? Here's Khloe. Khloe Kardashian is the one. Did you guys hear just recently they were playing clips of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when Khloe said that she went to a PD party and just with Justin Bieber and everybody was butt ass naked? Yeah. And Khloe gonna act like she's surprised? Come on, Khloe. All right, Ari says, I'm spiritual as well, Rhonda. Having a relationship with God and treating people the way you want to be treated is important. Yeah, it really is. And I think, you know what? I appreciate social media. I tell my kids all the time with YouTube and all that, even before I made videos, started my own channel, I was on YouTube for several years. You'll notice I've been around a long time and I love it. Because you get to hear all different kind of voices. The advancement in technology and social media is amazing. Because when I was a teenager, all we had was an answering machine. There was no social media. You had to call someone and leave a message. They call you back. Then you meet them at the mall or you meet them at someone else's house, hang out at your friend's house. But now you can communicate with anybody around the globe and information travels so fast. And these celebrities, they used to be able to hide because there were no cameras. Now everybody's got a camera. You can see everything. And these celebrities are shining a bright light. And now we see now more than ever that Hollywood, there is an undercurrent, a Hollyweird, that there are people, powerful people in Hollyweird that's exploiting people in the most degrading fashions. They really are. And you can't pay, you got to play to pay. You are not going to get a movie role unless you get, or you're not going to get a record deal. That's what I'm starting to see here. You got to really put out a lot and be humiliated. And that's so sad. But I think it doesn't hurt shining a light on it. You know how roaches, you shine a light, they go hide and scared in the corner. Shine a light on all this and spray some. The media and the cameras, that's like raid. That's like roach poison. Kill them all. And Puff Daddy's never getting out of jail. Never. Okay. Oh, Dallas agrees. Amen, Ari. Yep, I agree with Ari too, Dallas. A moment, WA. All the ladies abusing Bieber too, like Pink. Yeah, did you see? I heard about Pink, but what's her name? McCarthy. Not Linda. Melissa. Not Melissa McCarthy's the big one. What's the one that's married to the Wahlberg boy? They said she was all over Justin Bieber. She was all over him. Jessica, what is her name? McCarthy. Melissa's the big one. That's her cousin. Well, somebody will say her name. A mommy says, so gross. Yeah. That's that world. They are nasty. And you're going to tell me Khloe Kardashian, knowing her mom is a whole pimp and she didn't take off her clothes? Maybe, maybe she didn't. Maybe she probably didn't. Asa Litt says, the discerning are watching the precursor to World War III. Better prepare and get your mind off Diddy. Most of y'all just sorry you didn't get a chance to participate in those parties. Oh, okay. So we got a troller here. Asa, I think you're on the wrong channel, child. I think, we don't care what you think. Will you kindly get off my channel before I block you? All right. Oh, Dallas, I love Will Smith. I love Will Smith too. Yep, I do. Will should leave her. Will should definitely. Why live a lie? Why live? We only got one life, guys. That's it. You think about it. That is it. One life. Will Smith is in my age group. And there are many times that I sit after I meditate, like tonight, when I'm done, I'll do I'll do the shower, and then I've got my nightly reading. I'll have some more tea, and I reflect on my life. I think about my kids. I may call them and just to hear their voice. Every day I'm talking to somebody in the family, my sister, or one of my brothers, or a good friend. So I think about it. I'm like, wow, I got more years behind me than in front of me. That we're all in the same age group. Will Smith, JLo, Puff Daddy, Jada Pinkett Smith, all of us. Yeah, these are no longer the 90s anymore. This is no longer the 90s. We are no longer in our 20s anymore. We are in our 50s. Life is serious. Ben Affleck, people say, why does he always have a scowl on his face? Well, you know what? The man's fighting for his life. He's an alcoholic. He's an addict that's not in recovery. So why would he have a smile on his face? That's a dumbass question. Why would he have a smile on his face when the man is struggling with addiction? And he got a crazy, he made a big mistake by marrying JLo. Just saying. Ari says, have you seen the videos where Katy Perry and Jenny McCarthy, yes, thank you, Ari, are treating Justin inappropriately? There's also a video where James Corden told Justin that he smells amazing. What? That's a shame. See, when women do it, they think it's okay, right? When women do it, like Jenny McCarthy and Katy Perry, that is disgusting. That is inappropriate all the way around. Because if it was Selena Gomez and a 40-year-old man, and Selena was 15, oh my God, he'd be in jail. He'd be prosecuted. And James Corden, You know what? What was he funny to you guys? I never found him funny. I'm sorry. I never got into him. Never got into James Corden. I never got into James Corden. Sorry. JLo, yep, RG. Hi, RG. That's crazy. That is crazy. So, you're right. He'd be opening his wounds. God's in control of him and his family. That's true, Dallas. Don't do it for our, because why would he do it? What's the upside for Justin Bieber to open those wounds and share with the world? For our consumption and our entertainment and for us to critique it? No. I'd rather he just keep focusing on his family and just give it to God. Stay rooted in faith, and God will show you. The Holy Spirit will guide you. And that's what because that industry he's in is nasty. They are all nasty. And the more I see it and how they're connected, I saw this girl on TikTok. I got to find her name because maybe I'll play some of her clips next time. She connected all these people to Puff Daddy, like Kris Jenner, her boy toy Corey. He was part of Justin Bieber's team. He was also part of Puff Daddy's team. He was on Puff Daddy's plane several times. Yes, he was. This is Kris Jenner's boy toy with the big hips. And he's had connections way back with Puff Daddy. He went to school. Remember the black guy that used to carry the umbrella for Puff in the 90s? Corey went to the same university as him. They were friends. It's like it is a cabal, and Cat Williams is right. It's a whole cabal with all of these powerful people. And the only way to get in the only way to play is if you pay. And you have to pay by giving up, doing all that nasty shit, and they videotape you. So then they own you. So Puff Daddy was the house to go to get the videotapes on these celebrities. And then he owns it. Now, my question is, what politicians and which celebrities that we don't know about are on those tapes? I'm curious. I'm very, very curious about that. Because nobody, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, Jenny McCarthy. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Yuva. Yep, thank you, Sandra. Yep. Jenny McCarthy. That's a shame. Instapine, how is that a marriage regarding Will and Jada? They're only married in name only. Jada said in her book that they were separated for several years, but then they will come out and go to events together. And it's like, and then they go y'all can go mess around with each other. They play around with marriage like it means nothing to them. Same with JLo. 4-year times married, and then she want to convince us that she cares so much, her and Ben's kids. Girl, those kids, Ben's kid, they got a mother. It is not you and Ben's kids. It's Ben and Jennifer Garner's kids, and he married you for a minute. Now that he's trying to get sober, he's trying to clean up his act. So let's get into JLo right quick. Hold on, Renee. Quincy is Kim's and I'll be sure child. Yes, Quincy. Yep, that's right, Renee. Yep. And Quincy, I'll be sure says never not funny. Yeah, I'll be sure says that he would like for the authorities to reopen Kim Porter's death. I think they should. I really do think that they should, because that is very suspicious to me. That is very suspicious to me for the way she, and she probably she probably got a hold of them tapes and wrote a diary as a way of protecting herself. And he decided that she knew too much. And I really do think they need to look into that and quit. Now, let's get into JLo and Ben Affleck. Speaking of Puff Daddy and the Hollyweird community, my browser is acting up a little bit. I apologize here. Let's make this bigger. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck meet with disco queen Disso Queen, divorce lawyer Laura Wasser in LA to sort tricky divorce a month after JLo filed. Well, what's so tricky about it? I don't get it. Both of them are rich. Both of them are very rich. They did not have a. See, look at this. JLo is dressed to the nine. She gonna be sharp. You got to give it to her. JLo is gonna be dressed to the nine, and Ben Affleck is just like, I want this shit to be over. I just want it to be over, please. So you see, they got the same lawyer and they're trying to work out an agreement. Now, it's not that complicated. You guys can just say, hey, let's just you get keep what you came in with. I keep what I came in with. It's over. Ben Affleck don't care. I don't think Ben Affleck is trying to get nothing from JLo. I really don't see that. I think he just wants her to go away. I think really that's all he wants. And then probably let him have some until he meets someone else. Until he replaces her. He likes to toy with her. What did he do? He likes to toy a little bit. I think he does, and that's bad because you don't do that. If you know you want out, you want out. So he doesn't look too happy. Now let's read this. Let's read what they're saying here, because they showed a video, and hopefully I can play it. Let me see if I can play it here. The video of them, and it was like the paparazzi was right there, and you know what? And she looked like the attorney looked like she was dressed up to go to a nightclub. I guess, hey, she's like, hey, this is Hollyweird, baby. But to me, I don't see what the big deal is. Just, you take that. Sorry, guys, it's got this commercial. Let's hope this commercial goes back. Where yeah, just give it a second. It's almost done here. Here we go. Now here we go. Let's see. Can you see it? Yeah, look at that. There we go. So you see JLo, I think it's JLo coming out first, or is it at least the attorney first? Yeah, that's JLo. She dressed to the nine because she know Ben is gonna be there, so she got to make sure she look good as hell. That's the attorney, and she just got her summer clothes on. She's like, okay. She's like, let's get this Hollyweird business over, okay? That's what she's saying. She said, let's get it over and done with. So, and let's scroll down here to some of these. Yeah, look how she's dressed. I guess she said, shoot. She said, look at me. She says, I'm a divorce attorney. Look at me, okay? Cute dress, cute dress. JLo, of course, always sharp. Ben. Oh, let me turn this off. What are they doing here? I don't want that. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to, let me see. Let me, if I could turn this off. They won't let me turn it off. But here she is. She got her mini skirt on. She's like, maybe Ben, we can exchange number. Oh, look at her. She's on Instagram in June modeling jewelry. This is the attorney. This is crazy for real. Oh, and here's one with the now this is in the driveway with them coming driving into the garage. So it's just 13 seconds of commercial. I hate that. Maybe we can skip the ad. Yeah, here we go. Now here, let's look at this. Look at Ben. Ben's like, I regret this shit every day. Look at Ben. Let's hurry it up. And they got paparazzi in the garage. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? And look at these two during happier days. You know what? He and you would think that this is JLo's first rodeo for real. You would think that this was JLo's first rodeo. Let me let me try to yeah, how do I get this? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna exit out of here because they're gonna get me in trouble with they're gonna get me in trouble with copyrights. But you would think that this was JLo's first rodeo. And she go to each wedding and she wears white. Who does that? And this was the second wedding. Ah, these Hollywood people they live in their bubble and they're crazy. But I do believe, in my opinion, JLo is deeply rooted in Hollyweird. And I think that she was part of those, not only the white parties, but she was afterwards too. I think she had fun with Puff Daddy with those 2.5 years they were together. So let's check out some comments. I do believe that. Yes, I do. Okay, let's see some comments. Yuva says Justin Combs is also not Diddy. His father is Wolf Jones. For real? Oh, so wait a minute. So Kim Porter had 3 baby daddies. Oh, okay. So Justin Combs. So there's Quincy is with Al B. Sure. And then wait, let's put up her, we're talking about her right now, so I think it's only fair to have her picture up. And may she rest in peace, But it's a lifestyle that we're talking about, people. A lifestyle. So let's just put her up. Now, so let's get back here again. Now, so Quincy is Al B. Sure's child. So that's one daddy, baby daddy. Then Justin Combs is Wolf Jones, former Diddy bodyguard who died. What? Oh no, wait a minute. Who died a very untimely death, and like Kim Porter was also young. Look up Wolf Jones. Justin looks like him. What? His bodyguard? Oh, his bodyguard? I'm going to look up Wolf Jones. Yes, I am. He was Diddy's bodyguard. So Wolf is baby daddy number 2. Oh, so Kim had Quincy, Justin, and then she got the twin girls, and then she's got that other boy, right? She had 3 kids with Puff, twins and then a boy, right? So she got 3 baby daddies. Okay. Oh, wow. It's DN1. Rhonda, stop hating on JLo. All right, why are you over here on this channel? Why are you causing yourself all that frustration? Now, if you're coming over here to piss on my land here, I'm going to have to block you. Don't come over here bothering us. We are not bothering you, JLo. So JLo, stop trolling my channel before I block you. Stop it. All right. Yuva says, hi, Rhonda and YouTube crowd. Hopefully he doesn't have her to his new house. She'll be hopping the fence, staring at him through windows and doors. Fatal Attraction style. Resist, Ben. Yeah, JLo ain't playing. Listen, every time he does a hit and run, every time Ben does a hit and run, she's going to call the tabloids to say while he's crawling in through her window. That's why he got to stop it. Ben Affleck should just stop sleeping with her, because that's not right. If you know the relationship's not going anywhere, cut it. Just don't do it anymore, because why are you causing yourself more frustration? And she's going to call the paparazzi because she loves the paparazzi. Good news, bad news. No, the worst thing for JLo is no news and no man. So the fact that you still, even if you hit and run it, she's gonna spin it as a love story. JLo. JLo always dressed to the 9, okay? Yeah, she is. She always dressed. She dressed her ass off. You got to give it to her. Whoever styles her, she got her style on point. She reminds me of my daughter. Or I got a good friend too. I have a good friend. I can't give her name because, until she tells me it's okay. She got her style on point. I mean, from top to bottom, every day. To me, I'm a minimalist. I'm like, I wash my face, put on conditioner, moisturizer. If I wash my hair, you know what I mean? I'm not a fancy dresser. I'm just a minimalist. I keep it real simple. Everybody got their own style, but JLo looks good. I got to give it to her. She dresses to the nine. Now, the other part though is that the reason why is I don't want to spend all day in a mirror. I just don't. I'm like, shit. You like it or you don't. I mean, I'm presentable now. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna waste it because I'm like, how long do I have to waste in the mirror? I'm not wasting 30, 40, 50 minutes putting on makeup and coming. No, I'm not doing that. That's me. Not judging others. Renee says Justin Bieber needs to speak up in court and take a stand against those who abused him. You think so, Renee? You think that it will be, who will it benefit, do you think, Renee? You guys agree? Renee, I hear what you're saying, but I think Justin Bieber, I think it might destroy him. My spidey senses, and it tells me, looking at him, I think that he's doing right. And maybe the Holy Spirit will tell him to one day. Maybe one day he will write a book and share it. Who knows? I'm thinking right now, I think that he got to protect his own mental health. And he's got a little baby and a wife now. So he's got to protect them, and that's his space, and that's his family. That's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think in the chat. Oh, Dallas says, yep, fatal attraction. Yeah, JLo, Ben's got to let her go. She's not letting him go. JLo's not letting it go because she get a lot of media attention from it. And to her, that's all she care about. She don't give a damn if he relapses. You think JLo give a goddamn if he relapses? If anything, if he calls her drunk, she'll have the paparazzi there with him driving there drunk. That girl, she don't give a damn about nobody but herself. She's a love addict. As long as he's there with her, anybody, it could be another man. She's going to find another man, and she's going to do another love story that's never told for another man. And she'll put on a white dress and everything and act like this was the best love of her life. And then we'll be like, and then we'll be discussing it. JLo is on marriage number 7. Can y'all believe that? And she'll been had more facelifts done, pulling her head back. She started to really look crazy with the plastic surgery, because then she'll be what, in her late 60s, and it's gonna be something to see if she don't get treatment. If she don't treatment. Yuva says no one hates JLo. We just keep it real on this channel. There are many others to choose from. That's right, Yuva. That's absolutely right. You don't have to come over here. That's what I'm getting. You don't have to. JLo, stop trolling these channels, girl. We know that's you. We know that's you, JLo, or somebody from your team, girl. Stop it. If anything, you need to be listening. Because actually, I'm telling you something that's God. I'm telling you something that I know because I know it. I see it. I've lived it. I know it. Well, I have not lived your life. I'm not, I have not been through all them men. And you rich. And I've never in my life been rich. But I mean, as far as common sense and wisdom, I've seen enough in my life to see, and it's a gift of discernment. You got when you move, and I know what it means to be deeply rooted, because I've lived at a point, and when I was not deeply rooted, I was easily to exploit and take advantage of. And as you guys continue to watch me, I will share with you some of my life stories and my experiences. Like I told you about and we're friends now. Let's just say his first initial J. Broke my heart. I thought we'd talk all the time. I thought he was my best friend. We were each other's best friend. And we were both divorced, but in his mind, he was not ready to be a stepfather to my kids. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is my best friend. We're gonna get married. We're gonna move in together. Blah blah blah. I was pressing the accelerator, and he didn't know how to tell me. And that's when I'm like, wait a minute. In order for a relationship to work, both people have to be right there, willing and ready. It has to be an agreement between the man and the woman, or the woman and the woman, and the man and the man, or whatever arrangement you guys got out there. I mean, it's a whole different generation out here now. So, but there do have to be a mutual agreement where you want to be in the relationship. And it's not fair to push another person into doing something they don't want to do. And I had to learn that. And then I've had to learn other lessons during my life. Listen, I believe you are sick as your secrets, and I have no secrets in my life anymore. I don't go around telling everybody my business. I'm not an open book where I'm going to share with the world, just vomit all of my experiences. No, in time you will see. But I have learned, the one thing I have learned through my life is that you have to really work on yourself and being deeply rooted in self, because I can say it 1,000 times and I'll say it 1,000 times more. When you're deeply rooted in self and you are confident and you know who you are, you're able to navigate in and out of any relationship where you put yourself first, nobody else. And you're able to give love because you've got a lot to give, because you filled yourself with so much, you know, you live your life feeding yourself and being self-rooted. That's why I like Jennifer Garner. You could tell she feeds herself. I just saw on Instagram, she's got some farm. Someone wrote in the chat that told me the name of Jennifer Garner's farm. And I looked on her Instagram and it looks like her uncle owns a farm in Oklahoma. It's some kind of organic farm. So thank you. I can't remember who wrote it, but I read the all comments. So I appreciate it. So her uncle's got a farm in Oklahoma, an organic farm. And actually they're doing very well. And you look at her and you can see that Jennifer Garner, not only she does the self work, and she's got so much love and stuff to share with other people. She's got close relationships with her family. She's got friends. I mean, you could tell Ben Affleck lost a lot when he lost her. I do believe he did. Now, they may not need to be together anymore, and that's fine. Relationships do end. That's another lesson you learn, is that if you're not getting what you need, you got to cut it. You have to. And it's not about making that other person your enemy. It's about saying, you know, hey, this is not working out for me. That's why I tell you, JLo don't love Ben Affleck. Excuse me. JLo loves herself. Ben Affleck is just a body that she can attach to because she's so afraid of being alone. She's so afraid of sitting by herself. And that's one of the hardest things you do in this life. I'm telling you, because I know it. It takes a lot to really spend a lot of time with yourself, and those feelings in you that comes up and goes down. Your feelings, the emotions in you go up, down, and you got to kind of ride it to find out and sit and find out what is really going on with you up here. What's going on in your heart? You can always tell it in your stomach. I mean, so that's that. I'm gonna get off my but my point is that I love doing these videos because we get to learn a lot from these celebrities, because now they can't hide and we can see them on display. We can see their issues on display and we can discuss it, shine a light on it, talk about it, and we can learn and grow from it. Okay, let's look at comments. Sandra in Arizona says, JLo's poor kids. Yeah, it's the kids that suffer. That's really sad. It is the kids that suffer. And her babies, they need her. They absolutely need her. Ari says, please leave and stop trolling. It's Deanne. You're not welcome. Yeah, that's right, Ari. Yeah, go away. Stop bothering us. And if you come up and pop up again, I will block you. It's Deanne. I will block you. Yuva said, who dresses all in white for a divorce mediation meeting? I know. The thing is that she think the only real person is Ben. He's got the more realistic look because he's got anger. Imagine being an addict, and because you are never recovered. There's no such thing as being cured from addiction. He is only in recovery. So he has to work on his recovery every day. He's going to have to work a program. He's going to have to change his life and how he moves in his life. He's going to have this. And think of his kids that are suffering due to that's their dad. And I know it because I lost mine. I'm telling you, it's terrible. So he's serious, and JLo playing. She's playing. Wasser looks like she's headed to a beach party. Yeah, she looks like she's ready to have some fun. I think she and JLo are waiting for. I'm sure there are other underground parties going on in Hollyweird, and I wonder if she's a part of it. You never know, Dana. Yuva says Justin Combs is Misa Holton's son, Wolf Jones. Oh, Misa Holton's son with Wolf Jones. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay. So Kim Porter only has two baby daddies. She's got Albie Shore with Quincy. She's got Quincy with Albie Shore, and she's got Puff Daddy's three kids. Okay, and Justin Combs is with Misa, Puff Daddy's baby mama, the first baby mama. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Yuva. Thank you. Now I see it. Okay. So, and then don't Puff Daddy got another baby girl by a little girl. She's got to be about what, 2 or 3 now, right? With another baby mama that he's claiming. I think he's got a little one. Bet T says, "Hey Rhonda, love you. I just finished reading Kim Porter's book. Girl, you would not believe." For real? I was thinking about getting it. Is it worth it? Because it's like 35 pages. Betty, let me know in the comments, because I was thinking of, and some of you want me to get it. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Betty, let me know what you think. Is it worth the read? Because I may go ahead and get it because I'm curious. Because we don't know for sure if this is her, but guess who had profiled it today? Nancy Grace. And you know I love me some Nancy Grace. I love Nancy Grace. She cracked me up. And she had Kim Porter's book. And I hear Kim Porter's book is #1 on Amazon or something, on biographies. Ari says JLo can't seem to stay home with her kids. She is terribly desperate to stay desperate. I believe she is mentally ill. Yes. Yeah, love addiction. That's an addiction. If you watch Dr. Drew Pinsky, and he's an addiction specialist, and he not only talks about substance abuse, but he talks about love addiction. I'm fascinated by that. All mental health stuff, that's really kind of my area. I am, because I delved all into it when I had to go through my therapy. I had to deal with a trauma specialist, psychiatrist, because my dad was a brutal alcoholic. I mean, no joke. And it is what it is. And it took years. And so I embraced that lifestyle of healthy living and mental health and really taking care of yourself. But JLo is a love addict and a sex addict, and she dressed up. That was for Ben Affleck's eyes. She's still trying to lure that man back in, and he's, Betty said revelation after revelation. You know what, Betty? I'm gonna get the book, and then I'm gonna share it with you guys. We're gonna discuss some of the excerpts. We got to. And it is pointed out, we don't know for sure, because Puff Daddy's people, family, and Kim Porter's family saying that it's not Kim Porter. However, the author is saying it is Kim Porter's. It came from her diary, directly from her. But I'm gonna read it, and we're gonna discuss that, definitely. We got to. Plus Nancy Grace, I saw today she had it on there. I gotta finish watching her video. Yuva says Misa Holton was having an affair with Wolf Jones. Misa was Diddy's. Wait a minute. Misa was Diddy's stylist. So, okay. So Misa, he didn't even claim her. They were just having an affair. And she claimed that Justin was Diddy's baby, but Justin looks like Wolf. Is that what you're saying, Yuva? Oh, it was such a mess. Oh my God. So that means she was sleeping with Puff and Wolf. Wow. His bodyguard suddenly passed away. I'm looking that one up. So when I do our next video, we're going to do Kim Porter, that book from her own words, and we're gonna discuss Wolf Jones. I'm curious about him. The chat is on fire with all these Diddy revelations. Yeah, Gracie. I mean, I love you guys because you fill in the blanks for me, because I never heard of Wolf Jones. And I thought I heard of a Misa or a Missy or something, but I didn't make that connection. P. Diddy sure loved those men. So yeah, I wonder if he slept with Wolf Jones and Albie Shore. And I mean, they always talk about the women, but they never talk about the men on men. You know what I mean? And we know that Puff Daddy, what did Cat Williams say? Cat Williams said, watch Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay. He said, and these were his exact words. He said, "You got to tell Puff Daddy no. You got to tell that nigga no." Those were his exact words. He said, "You got to tell him no because he gonna ask you." And Cat Williams said that he protected his, his virgin hole. I'm like, so Puff Daddy was going around just harassing people. Who does that? Gracie said, "I have to look up the names, but indeed, Wolf Jones does resemble Justin Combs." Ooh, that's crazy. I cannot wait to look him up. Instapalm, he let her go. Yeah, I cannot wait to look him up. Spare me any more JLo hits or husbands. It's like JLo is coming out with a JLo. You know what? She needs to just get treatment. Go celibate. You notice that Lenny Kravitz, who else? What was her name? Oh shit. Was it Maya? No, not Maya. I think it is Maya. And who's the other R&B artist? There are celebrities. Charlize Theron, but I don't think Charlize Theron was part of this underworld. I think that she's just in a good place. She's like, I don't need the frustration. I don't blame her because I would not spend my time being frustrated about no man. I'm not doing that one. So, but Lenny Kravitz, I wonder if he has ever spent time in P. Diddy's after parties. Because he did for a while. He was living a life and now he's celibate. I guess he said he's going to wait until he finds someone that he connects to. I think that's beautiful. But he's already sown his wild oats. JLo is a modern day Elizabeth Taylor. Yes, she is. And she's proud of it as long as she can hold on to something. It's crazy. Elizabeth Taylor had 8 husbands and she was a alcoholic. But JLo's not an alcoholic. I think JLo's a love addict. I mean, a sex addict too. JLo has already had plastic surgery. There are pics of her in her mid-40s where she is looking older than now. It's not cool to lie to the public, promote her skincare range. She is a filter queen. I agree, Ari. Yes, I saw that too. I did notice that JLo looks very different than how she did with naturally. She's got her nose done. She's got her skin pulled back. And she's going to keep doing it as she ages, but she won't be comfortable with just aging gracefully. She's not going to be, and that's kind of sad. I mean, we're going to watch it. We're going to see it. And maybe these young starlets that are coming up can learn from the old guards, the OGs, what not to do. Don't do it. Don't. You know who I like? Do you look? You know Ava Mendez? Is it Ava Mendez? She's got 2 kids with Ryan Gosling. You notice they keep their shit private. They got a 10-year-old daughter now. Their oldest girl is 10. They do not come out at all in their relationship. They don't come prostituting themselves or their kids in front of the paparazzi camera and telling people, look at our love. Look at our love, y'all. Look at it. We are deeply in love and we can't live without you. We're the love story that's never told. No. Ryan Gosling and Ava Mendez, they keep their relationship private. They got 2 girls and the oldest girl. I just saw Ava do an interview. She was on Drew Barrymore, and I think she was on the Tonight, not Tonight, is it Tonight Show? Yeah, and so she will, they do not air their relationship out there for the world to pick apart because it's nobody's business. They're together. And if they're not, they're not. The same with Matt Damon. You don't see Matt Damon and his wife, and he's got teenage girls now. You don't know how their girls look. His wife is adorable. You don't see them around. You don't see Matt Damon saying, look at our love story. Look at me, and I think his wife is Latina. So it's like he doesn't go and, look at her, look what she cooks and look at that. No, he's not trying to sell her to us. That's his pride. That is his wife. That's their family. It's private. It's not for us to consume and pick apart. Oh, Radar. I'm sorry. What did you say, Radar? Diddy was about the men. The girls' excuse to hire male workers. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, did you? I cannot wait to get to that part in Kim Porter's book because I heard about it. She said Puff Daddy knocked her clear across the room because she would not put on a dildo. Can you believe that? That's a nasty bastard. And he's horrible. Affleck probably wants to date, but he has to wait for Lopez to date first. Otherwise, she will go after him with a vengeance. Even after the divorce, he's got to wait for Lopez to date publicly. Yeah, he go cause she's gonna you know, spin it. She's gonna spin it, but maybe what Ben Affleck is not a bad thing. Maybe what he can learn from this whole experience, whoever he dates next, we don't need to know about it. Because when Jennifer Garner finally divorced him, he went out with that Saturday Night Live booker, the blonde lady. She had bad eczema on her skin, I remember. He dated her, and then he dated some pinup girl or some play like a Instagram model or something, or some playmate or something he dated. And then he dated that Ari Diarmas or whatever, that Cuban actress. She's actually an exceptional actress. I like her a lot, but she's much younger. She's like in her 30s. And he had a billboard cut out of her. And when they broke up, he had the crew come and take that cardboard cut out of her and throw it in the trash. But for some reason, she was like, mm-mm. So I think Ben Affleck he started dating too fast. Seriously, maybe just focus on his kids and his projects, and then just date casually. And when he finds someone that he's getting serious about, we should know about it. We should not know anything about it. This is a big lesson for him. A big lesson. We don't need, if it's serious and you guys are truly in love, why you need to let us know that? Why do we need to know that? All right. Betty says, yes, I read the book, 15 minutes, but it's worth it. Okay. I am going to do it, guys. I am going to do it. I'm going to get it tonight, and I will share it with you guys in a couple of days. Definitely. Definitely. Please buy Kim Porter's book and tell us your thoughts. Definitely. Yes, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to order it online, and I'm going to read it. I may do that reading tonight with my hot tea because I won't be able to put it down. I'll be on tomorrow like telling everything. I can't wait to read it. Yuva says, love Sean Combs is about 2 or so, and her mother is Dana Tran. Dana. Who is Dana Tran? The girl is about 2 now. I know she's a cutie patty little girl, but oh my God. Dana actually let Sean Puff Daddy, she was unprotected with Puff Daddy. I mean, these people, okay. Get that book. Kim Porter doesn't reveal all, but she does mention JLo, and that's all the spoilers for me. I cannot wait because I already know JLo. JLo all up in it. Club Shay Shay, Cat Williams. Oh yeah, that was the interview. Oh my God, Cat Williams went in on everybody. He was basically he said 2024 was going to be the year, and he was right. Cat Williams was right on the money. Cat Williams said this year, 2024, is going to be the year. Now they're saying Jay-Z is next. But guys, I don't know if Jay-Z is next because he's still making people money. Because remember, his company is the one that produces the NFL halftimes, I think. And then Beyonce made all of that money from her concerts. I wish Beyonce would retire on top. Side note, I really wish she would. The wine and the hair stuff. I mean, come on. But anyways, Cat Williams, he went in, and I love Cat Williams. He didn't give a damn. Cat Williams said he lost 3 times he could have been on a $50 million project, and he was turned down because he would not play. He wouldn't play with him. And you know what playing means. And yeah, Tyler Perry, Meghan Markle's baby godfather, Lil Bit's godfather. You know what he does to straight black male actors, allegedly. Yuva said correct. She was sleeping with both Diddy, was mistreating her. Wolf Jones died and Missa went along with Diddy as the father for the financial support. Oh. I want to know, how did Wolf Jones die? Does anybody know, or that he just popped up dead? Like Floyd Mayweather's ex-baby, the baby mama, all his kids. Most of his kids. Remember, she popped up dead at the wheel of the car, parked, just dead. Kim Porter, they said it was pneumonia, just stopped breathing, coughing and stopped breathing. I'm telling you guys, I know someone wrote that before in the comments that there are Russian hitmen. Listen, if you watch, did you see George Clooney's movie, The Client? I said that last time. That showed me that people with money, you can hire someone that can take out somebody, and they'll just give them a shot between their toes that will cause them to go into cardiac arrest. And then people will just say natural, the medical examiner say natural causes, like what happened to Kim. Lenny is an involved human. Human. He can. Yeah. Lenny Kravitz he's in a different space. He's more spiritual now. Sci-fi fantasy girl, hi, thanks for joining us. Yeah, Lenny Kravitz is in a spiritual place, and he's probably learned and realized that. It's like once you realize that, all you have is this one life, and the key is to stay in the present moment. Just stay in the present moment. Try to do good by others. Really take care of yourself and your mental health. Because when you do that, you can give to others. But you've heard that phrase, those who hurt. And a lot of people are hurting. And I'm not giving anybody a pass, because Puff Daddy, how did he get that way? I mean, I don't know. But he still got to pay. He got to pay for the crime. He got to pay for it. Sci-Fi says she's been having plastic surgery since her 20s. Yeah, she has. JLo. Oh, yeah, because JLo does not look the same as she did when she was in her 20s. Operation Paperclip. Caligula movie shows penetration is a humiliation ritual, i.e. submission act, and it has zero to do with homosexual attraction. Oh, so you think Puff Daddy, it's more about control and humiliating with Puff Daddy instead of him being maybe a bisexual or a homosexual. That's an interesting point, Operation Paperclip. That he likes to humiliate people, male and female, by doing that. That's an interesting point. Ava Mendez Ozales, she's adorable. Love her. Yep, I love her too. And I like how she moves. I've always liked her, though. I've always liked her and kind of wish that she would have gotten more roles. But I know how competitive it is. But I liked she and Ryan Gosling. And when they first got together and how they kept it so private. And I'm always watching. My eagle eyes are watching these celebrities. And I look out for stuff like that. And she never did that. So if she's very close with her family, and I know her brother passed away a couple of years back, which was kind of sad. She had an older brother that passed. And she's Cuban, right? So she's very close with her family. So she seems to be really grounded. So, and I love how she moves. She's keeping her daughters private. Her relationship with Ryan Gosling is nobody's goddamn business. She's not sharing their love. He's not sharing their love. He just did Barbie. And he did that other movie, which was so good, that musical. And I normally don't watch musicals, and I really enjoyed it. I like him too. He's made that transition from Mickey Mouse Club into a really stellar actor. And you notice he's another one. He doesn't come out unless he's making a movie. He's not. Sci-Fi Fantasy Girl says, I won't lie, she's been good about not going overboard with it so far. As much as I'm critical of JLo, that's one thing she's done right. Yeah, JLo is still looking good. Oh, Dallas, Anna de Armas. Yes, that's her name. That's the one. She's in her 30s, and Ben Affleck was dating her. And for some reason, they broke up. And I tend to believe that Anna dumped him. She's in her 30s. He's the one in his 50s. He's the one that got alcohol issues. And he was probably just a pain in the ass to her. She is gorgeous. And she's a talented actress. And maybe she was having fun and maybe she didn't want to get serious with him. She didn't want to and she didn't have to because she would have been settling if she settled with Ben Affleck. She would have been settling. So that shows me that she's probably got a lot more confidence and she's more rooted than JLo is. Because JLo is running around chasing Ben Affleck. That's crazy. Like JLo, why? He's not into you like you into him. Why? Let that man go. Let him go. And JLo need to go into treatment. Angela Chat says maybe the Diddy case will give Ben Affleck a little breathing room with JLo. She might have her hands full soon. Yeah. Maybe that's why he disappeared for 4 months. Because remember, she said in April April was the last time she saw him. Remember, he was not photographed with her for several months. And I think that when them feds came and knocking, and I am totally convinced now. Can you imagine the feds knocking on your door? Because when they knock on your door, they're doing it for a reason. That's the thing. They didn't just stumble upon your door. No, they're there for a reason, and they know what they're looking for. And you better get your lawyer, and your lawyer better do the talking, not you. So Ben Affleck is not stupid. JLo may think he is, but he was not stupid, and JLo made light of it, which leads me to think she's really part of that Hollyweird. And we knew that. She went through 4 husbands. She go through man through man through man through man through man. She's a love addict, a sex addict. Now we see her in bed with Aaliyah and Puff Daddy and Andre Harrell, and where they're all kissing each other and stuff. What is that all about? Who would do that? If you at a party, would you lay up in a white bed with and everybody laid up together? Who does that? I mean, it's just all sick to me. It's just all sick to me. It is all sick. So that I am going to judge because that's disgusting. And it's so what they do is it's a cabal. And if you are not putting out and getting involved, did you guys watch Empire with Taraji P. Henson and what's the other what is his name? Terrence Howard. You know Brashear, the young boy, the son, you know he's going berserk, right? They say that he got turned off, that he was at Will Smith house. He ran out of Will Smith house. And they said that Puff Daddy got his hands too. Because remember, he did a rap album. Puff Daddy had turned him out. I saw on one content creators channel, they said he's gay now. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I do know, because I live in Illinois. He has a condo. I live in the Chicago suburbs. He has a condo downtown Chicago. Do you know that they had arrested him? They had to evict him because it was a dog in there. There was feces everywhere. He was in this nice high rise. He did go kind of nuts. I mean, he had some problems, but I think he got turned out. He got introduced to a lot of stuff, and you notice that Jesse Smollett, he came from an acting family. He down with, So, but this Brashear boy is this young man. He's a young man. I don't think is he even 25 yet or 27? Oh my God, the boy, they said that he got turned out. And Will Smith he was at Will Smith parties and he was at Puff Daddy's, allegedly, parties. So you can't even, when you get into that industry, I think Cat Williams is right. You're going to have to go to right. Think of the actors that didn't play. Those are the ones that you see that hardly ever work. When you think of people like Don Cheadle, or I like Don Cheadle. Remember Chadwick Boseman before he passed on? He was a good actor. Who else? Look at Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Did they have to do any nasty shit with Harvey Weinstein? Because Cat Williams said that Harvey Weinstein asked him if he can give him a BJ, put him in a movie. That's what Cat Williams said on Club Shay Shay. Yes, he did. So I'm like, wait a minute, Ben, did you and Matt Damon, what went on with you two? I mean, there's a lot of questions, because how is it that Ben Affleck would marry JLo? We know he's off the wagon, but you just never know. Kim Porter's book has 69 pages, 9 short chapters, and every chapter is a powwow. Oh, Betty, I can't wait. I can't wait to read it. I cannot. BT BETT. I love your thumbnail, by the way. I cannot wait to read that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Apparently, the Combs family released a statement that isn't true. Sounds it was dictated by Diddy. I believe, yeah, I believe Kim Porter too any day. Why am I gonna believe that animal? Why would I believe that animal? And they know who to pick too. You notice that? He picked, like with Cassie, I think he wanted to exploit her because she was such an innocent, like a little lamb in the slaughter. He wanted to exploit her. Kim Porter, I would have loved if maybe, she's best friends with Kimora Lee Simmons. If Kimora Lee Simmons want to do her friend justice, she needs to share with us what Kim Porter went through, those 20 plus years with Puff Daddy. It was longer than 20 years, about 30 years with Puff Daddy. No, excuse me. If Kimora Lee Simmons want to do us a favor, because I would love to know what Kim Porter's life was like, because she may have been trapped, guys. She may have been trapped. And that man's an animal. Cat Williams said this is in Tall Pines. Cat Williams said he turned down $50 million from Diddy 4 times to keep his dignity. Yes, he did say that in Tall Pines. Yes, he did. Cat Williams said that he's got a virgin hole. Bet you the other ones can't say that. I was like, oh my God. So there is something to, I think Operation Paperclip mentioned that in the chat a while back, that it's about humiliating the person more than it is about Puff Daddy being homosexual, bisexual. He's just an apex predator. He likes to exploit anybody and anything that he can. He wants to seek and destroy. That's why he deserved to be right there in jail, right where he's at that Metropolitan Detention Center, sit right there. And they said he's on suicide watch, so they keeping an eye on him. He doesn't have any company. He gets to sit all day with his thoughts. Imagine that. He can't use drugs as a distraction. He can't use pornography. He can't beat on people. Who is he going to beat on now? Who is he going to beat on now? That's what I'm asking. Nobody. He's got to sit right there with his thoughts. He got to replay all of the shit in his lifetime because there are no distractions. He can't have drugs. He can't drink, can't use pornography, can't use another human being to distract you. It's just him, he, himself, and God. It's he, his ego, his soul, and God and the Holy Spirit. If I were him, I'd be praying. But you know what? He's got to pay the price. He's got to pay up. He's got to he's never getting out. I don't see him getting out. I could be wrong. I don't see him getting out. I just don't. And he doesn't deserve to. And his virgin hole, crazy. His virgin hole is right. Cat Williams cracked me up when he said that his virgin hole. I said, Cat is crazy. Cat is crazy. Ari says, I think the Black spiritual woman who is often with JLo has been advising her on what to do. There was 1 month this year when she wore white consistently. I believe she plays with dark magic. I don't see, JLo should know it's not working for her. If she did the dark, well, you know what? I take that back. Because JLo is worth 300, or someone said in chat, she's 400 million. So she got the money, but you know what? She's not happy. She can't be. Because why is she chasing somebody? Like this whole divorce thing, she's the one dragging that on. She can cut it. She could say, hey, Ben, you keep what you had during the marriage. I keep what I have during the marriage. Let's cut it. Child, I wish you well. Bye. And that's it. That's it. But she's not going to do that because JLo is addicted to publicity, any kind of publicity. And she is still tied to somebody. So she desperately needs to stay tied to him until she can find a replacement. She's desperately trying to stay tied to him. And it's like, why? Why? Just be with your. She got money. She got her health. She got 2 healthy, beautiful children. Money way beyond God. What money beyond what any of us will ever have. and still not happy. That's what's so fascinating about these people. And I can guarantee you, JLo does not spend time alone walking, long bubble baths, alone and reading. Nope. It's somebody there always keeping her distracted. She's either on social media, she's either talking shit to somebody and assisting to somebody. It's always keeping busy, 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 busy. So she doesn't sit with herself and God and her higher power and the Holy Spirit trying to say, hey, come on, stop. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just stop. Just stop it. Come on, stop. Just sit still. Just sit here for a minute. Lenny doesn't want any more soul ties and attachments. Lauren, hey, that's true. That is so true. Those are soul ties. You know something my daughter said to me? And because you know, with your kids, when they go to college, you don't know what they're doing, what they're into. You give it to God. But she said something to me about with her and her friends. And she got a boyfriend now, but this is before she got her little boyfriend. She said she has a friend of hers in that group that likes, she's promiscuous. So two of her friends told her friend, come on, you can't, what, something's wrong with you. Why do you keep doing it? You should be dating with the purpose. That's how you should be dating. You should not just be willy-nilly out here dating. And I said, you know what? I said, when my daughter said that, I'm like, oh God, thank you. And I told her, I said, I'm so proud of you. Because I was hoping that eventually you would realize, because their generation, they're open to everything and anything now. I mean, she got a friend that identifies as they, them, a friend that she grew up with, but they're 22 now, where her friend is 22, and she's asexual. And it's no secret that she's a they, them, but she's a sweetheart. But anyways, with my daughter, and I was telling my daughter, I said, I'm so proud of you that you figured that out, that the sleeping with these guys, men are very different. That's what my son said. Yep. He said, it's like blowing your nose. Females don't realize, to us, it's like blowing our nose. I mean, we don't get emotionally tied like that. That's what my son said it. So my daughter is like, she understands. Date with the purpose. Like, if you're going to go out, hey, what are we going out for? I mean, what is this for? I'm not doing hit and runs. So she's going to walk her path no matter what, but I'm glad she saw that. And Lauren, you're right. These are soul ties. Now, I'm not judging others. There are some women out there that can go, like JLo. She'd go from man to man to man, and she'd think it's a whole new marriage, a whole new love story. I don't get it. I'm like, these are soul ties, girl. These are soul ties. These are human beings you connecting with. But obviously not everybody can agree with that. And I'm fine. I'm fine with that. But I'm glad my daughter is not like that. Thank you, Lord. Because she got her problems, but that's not one of them. All right. Dallas says, yes, she is Cuban. Oh, yeah. Old girl, Anna de Armas. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She is. Did you, Dallas, did you see her in Netflix, Marilyn Monroe? She played Marilyn Monroe, and it brought me to tears. She did so good because she went blind, because she's naturally a darker hair. She's a brunette, right? So she went blind, and the mental health issues and the abuse that Marilyn Monroe put up with, Anna really brought that out in that role. And how that movie produced, and the stuff they were doing to Marilyn Monroe back then, they are still doing it today. Look at this Puff Daddy case. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. We're going to look at more comments, and then I'm going to let you guys go. This is so wonderful. I enjoy our conversation. There's a few. Let me get into the comments here. There were some that I want to highlight here. Let's see. Intal Pine says, no, both Ben and Matt are morally decent. Okay, I hope you're right, Intal Pine. They seem to be. Matt Damon, I like him a lot, and I love how he moves because he keep everything private. He only come out to promote his movies, or if he's producing something, or he's directing something, or he's acting in something. And everything else, and he keeps his family, because that's your prized possession, your family. And if you got a life partner and you're married, you love each other, whether you're married or not, that's private. It should not be open to the world to consume and pick apart. That's a red flag as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Dallas, Intel Pine, it was great. She's a good actress. Anna de Armas, yeah. Agree. Hope Anna has a long future. I do too. Watch her. If you guys have not seen her in Netflix, Marilyn Monroe, it was shocking. And when Marilyn Monroe was abandoned as a child, oh my God, it was so sad. But Anna, it's a powerful scene when she's in that office with that movie director. Can't remember his name. It was like MGM guy, head guy. It was one of the head honchos, and it was, oh God, it was terrible. I don't want to tell you ahead of time what it is, but she did. She's a fantastic actress. JLo doesn't care about anyone but herself. She's selfish. That's right, Brooklyn Love. She don't give a damn that Ben Affleck is trying to stay. She don't care that he's struggling. She never gave a damn. He's a body that needs to stand next to her because she's JLo. So he needs to feed her, this empty vessel that's her. That's his only job. She don't give a damn that he's struggling with his mental health. None of that. She doesn't care. Ari, being called the Paps when he had that life, size cut out of Anna de Armas thrown in the bin, legs hanging out. Ben did that on purpose to hurt Anna. Anna is a natural beauty, better than JLo. Oh yeah, definitely. You know what, Ari? I saw that too. And I said, that's why I said that I think Anna dumped Ben, because Anna don't need Ben. Anna is already a reputable actress, and she's marketable. She's bookable. She gets work. Ben Affleck, I think she spent some time with Ben and saw that, this is just too much. She's in her early 30s. I think she started dating him when she was in her early 30s. She's what, in her mid 30s now? And I don't think why? He's in his mid 50s. He is, at the time, he was divorced. He had young kids. She don't want all that baggage. She don't need it. JLo, and look at JLo chasing that man around. Girl, but Anna's a beautiful. She's younger. There's no comparison between JLo and Anna, okay? And Anna is a talented actress. She is. You guys got to see her in Netflix, Maryland. Yuval say with Cassie, it was said that she reminded the diddler of Lopez. Young, beautiful, talented, and easy to control. Ooh, that's what Diddy said. I know JLo said she was knocking on hotel doors, crying and screaming, telling Puff Daddy to come out because she was always paranoid of him cheating. I'm like, girl, you weren't paranoid. He was cheating and you knew it. But you thought what? You thought you were going to be different? You thought Puff Daddy was going to treat you different, huh? No, he thought it was fun to exploit you. Have you fall in love with you? Have you allegedly being the gun mule to bring a gun in a club when they were pow? And now the feds are doubling back looking at you at that case? Narcs don't off themselves. Oh, you don't think, yeah. Puff Daddy, I don't think he's gonna off himself. I think he's gonna have to relax into it because he's gonna be doing a long time. He just might as well just get into prayer and meditation. Join, get into some religion, get into the Muslims, get into God. God is everywhere. But he's got to serve his time. You got to, and if anything, he should just say, hey, I deserve, if he's really repenting his sins, he would say, hey, I deserve to be right where I'm at. You guys say, I think Cassie is more talented than Lopez and also more naturally beautiful. Lopez is all hair and makeup with 24/7 glam squad. Yeah, Cassie is adorable. Cassie looked like she can just walk out with her face, wash her face, and you know what I've said? Did you guys, last time I showed pictures of Cassie, did she not look wonderful walking the streets of New York? She was like a phoenix rising through the ashes, baby. I like that because she's like, I'm not hiding anymore. I would not, because imagine what she's been through. I'm looking for a book and I'm looking for a movie on her. I am looking for that. Oh, Dallas said, I read he's in therapy and they brought him a minister today. Yes, good. Bring a minister. Bring God. Yeah, bring God. Yeah. Yep. Bring God. Yes, I think that's good for him. He's going to need it because he has no other distractions. And that's so funny. He's sitting with his adults. He needs to let the Holy Spirit in. And if he truly repents, he's going to be doing a lot of crying because he's going to have to come to terms with all of those lives that he destroyed and all of those bodies that he exploited, all those spirits he destroyed. Operation Paperclip. I've been to jail. Jail is where you are forced to figure out what you believe and why. Operation Paperclip. Hey, that's honest. That's honest. Yep. I got family members that's been in jail too. I have a very close cousin that, and he, he's out. He's a beautiful spirit, and just got caught up when he was young. But he found God, and he is out, and he's been out about 20 years, and he is a kind spirit. But when he had got in trouble, it set his ass down for a long time, and he came out, and it's been 20 years, and living a clean and honest life, strong in faith. He goes to church. He's a Bible. Bible study, all of that. I think the white clothing is their attempt to look pure. Yeah, JLo, stop with that. I don't, but I ain't touching that black magic. It's just not for me. I'm like, it's only God all the way. But they gave her the money. She got all the fame in the world and all the money, and look at her. Puff Daddy have all the fame in the world and all the money, and look at him. Look at all those actors and actresses that had to give themselves up at them parties. That's crazy. Angela Chat, hi. When JLo was a fly girl on In Living Color, she had more of a boxer's nose and masculine face. I think she's had good surgeon because it's subtle. Yes, she has. That's true, Angela Chat. She did. I noticed that she got her face. It's been cosmetically enhanced, and it looks good, but she should stop now. No more plastic surgery, because then it starts to look obvious. Pulling your face back, and then when cheeks going in, it's like, Ari says Dirty Diddy will most likely get it rough by other inmates, if you know what I mean. Or he might start his own freak-offs in there. They said, what's the guy's name? There is a guy that has a YouTube channel. He served 20 years in prison. And he talks about what Puff Daddy will be facing in prison. And he said that they are going to run game on him. Puff Daddy is going to have to, at least 6 people, he's going to have to put money on their books. But they're going to extort him. They're going to do a lot. And he's got to be careful, because some inmates in them will see it as a notch in their belt to take him out, to stab him. So it's not going to be easy for Puff Daddy. Like, he's going to have to pay his way. And with these legal fees and this lawsuit, that money's going to run out. And his sons, you got to find a skill, boys. You got to learn a skill really quickly. I suggest you go into computers, because that money your daddy got, he's going to spend all that. Oh, Dallas says, Uvas, that hair is extensions. For real, she's pretty and has a great body. Yeah, JLo does have a nice figure. Right. Instapine said, right, prison is too good for him. Yeah, prison is, it's got to be torture for him. He will never be free again. Never. And imagine, did you see the video I showed last week of Puff Daddy being arrested at that luxury hotel? It was a Midtown hotel. And he was walking in with his boys, and you see those plain clothes feds come walking. One of them had the paper. Walked up to him. He had and Puff Daddy had his head down. They took him on the elevator up to whatever he had to get and brought him back down. And that was his last day of freedom. And when I'm sure that night, I would say that first night must have been hell. Because they say in that jail, watch Sean Atwood, his channel. Sean Atwood did time in an Arizona prison. He's British, but he did time a couple of years with that prison, that guy, that sheriff something. Remember the one that talks shit all the time? Well, Sean Atwood was there. Sean Atwood said the roaches would be in the corners, be like, when the lights are on, and then when the lights go out, that's when they go. And he said they would have to wrap their heads in sheets in Arizona weather, because the roaches would like to eat the earwax, or they'll go up your nose or anywhere. And then with it being so hot, your skin sweat, and then it started to blister. And then the roaches like to sweat in the skin. It's nasty. And they said in this jail, this detention center where Puff Daddy is, it smells like poop all the time because the toilets are overflowing. The air conditioner goes out in the summertime. Heat go out in the wintertime. What else did they say? They say that it's just like falling apart. They said the self-harm is out of control. So Puff Daddy's got some, he's going through it. Brooklyn Love said, I agree with you, Rhonda. We can learn and grow from this. We can learn what to do and not to do. Yeah, we can. I'm going to do another couple more comments, and then I'm going to let you guys go. This was really nice. I enjoy this. Cammie, hi, Cammie. Hey, Rhonda, the whole industry is shook dud. You see Mary J on Sherry? No, was she on Sherry Shepherd? What was she talking about? Mary J need to shut up from what I hear. From what I hear with Mary J. Blige. O'Dalley says, Operation Paperclip, thanks for sharing. Yes, Operation Paperclip, thank you for sharing. You could probably give us more insight on what Puff Daddy's life will be like behind bars, because I'm telling you, that had to be a rude awakening. Think about it. He came from a luxury hotel quickly. He thought that, the lawyers, they all prepared it. He paid off the last $18 million mortgage on his $50 million property. He gave up his passport, made his kids give up their passport. He put his mama's house up. He was ready. He thought that they were going to let him free. They were like, oh, hell no, you're not going anywhere. No, you are going around calling witnesses and intimidating people. Your days are over. So they say he's on a hunger strike. Oh, I bet he's crying. And they brought that minister in there. He's going to bring that minister in there. Bring God in there every day for him. Bring God in there. Satan comes to collect. That's what Mary Cass said. Hey, Mary, he can't, he need to hold on to God. He needs to hold on to God, but you never know. Cammie says Ben is JLo's white prince. Yeah, Cammie. Hey, I think JLo put Ben on a high pedestal, and that's strange to me, because it's like, JLo, what are you doing? What are you doing? He not that into you. If somebody's not into me, let me tell you. And here's another dating story of mine. I went on a couple of dates with the guy. Now, listen, when you go on dates, this is what I was trying to do, the online dating, like the match.com and stuff, right? So I'm going flipping. Couple of guys I call, we hook up or whatever, like go out today. Couple, I'm like, and I was like, no, I'm not into him. But boom, press break. There was one gentleman that I thought was cute, and he was lukewarm with me. And did I like that? Oh, hell no. No, I didn't like that. Of course, I would like it when I don't like you, and then, I'm like, oh, I don't like you. No. I don't go on those dating sites. This had to have been like 8 years ago. So anyways, I'm like, oh, and I go on a couple of days. Oh, yeah, I had a good time, but no, I'm not into him. But the one you remember is the one that's not that into you. This guy was lukewarm. He just like didn't call me when he said he was going to call me, or call. And then he said, I'm going to call you back, or then we'll go out. And then, and it was just like this. And then it was like, okay, Rhonda, he's just not that into you. That's all. Let it go. And you know what I did? I just stopped answering his phone calls. And guess what? After a couple of times, he stopped calling. It was not a big deal to him because he was not that interested. And that's when I learned. I said, hey, if you're going to play the game, you gotta respect the game. If he's into you and you into him, then that's a love match. And if you are not into him, he needs to let you alone. But flip, if he's not into you, you got to let him go. So JLo has been chasing Ben. I think for whatever reason, she puts him on a pedestal, I think. I really do. She think that he is a prize. And I'm like, girl, he don't look at you as a prize. He don't. He don't look at you as a prize. Sorry. Let the man go. Let him go on his way, JLo. But she can't. Intopine says, yeah, Paperclip, that one line is brutal truth. Yes, definitely. JLo is trying to whitewash herself with Ben. You are so right, Kim. Angela Chat, yes, seems like JLo is doing that. Because it's like JLo was with A-Rod, and somebody wrote there too, said A-Rod, Puerto Ricans it's not a race. I know Puerto Ricans is not a race. I know that. But there are different, you got white Puerto Ricans, just like you got Black Puerto Ricans and Puerto Ricans in the middle. But A-Rod is a Puerto Rican, a person of color. Okay, A-Rod is not a white Puerto Rican. Sorry. So JLo, whatever reason, and I'm suspicious, JLo. JLo did not want to. She was cool with Puff Daddy's daughters, all not Puff Daddy, A-Rod's daughters, all when they were together. And when she dumped them girls, that was cruel to me. They girls, they love JLo. They connected with her. It's different. If they were two boys, I'd be like, they were two girls. And you know, they spent a lot of time loving JLo. And she broke them girls' hearts. She broke their hearts. But she's really desperate for Ben Affleck's kids. She even moved the kids in the same school so she could hold on to them. She is stalking Ben Affleck and his family. I know Jennifer Garner's like, Ben, next time when you get with somebody, please, please, don't let them get near the children. Just give them a break. Marty says, do these people not fear disease? You know what, Marty? They don't. I hear that, I don't know for sure now, because I'm not in these people's bedrooms or their doctor's offices, but I hear that they all get the HERPES and it's nothing to them. Or they all, got HIV and all kind of stuff. That's why I'm like Puff Daddy or all what he's been through. I mean, it's like, how could you even, he just had a baby by that girl. And it's like, how could anybody touch him without using, I don't even see anybody gonna touch him anyways, because he is vulgar to me. I mean, he makes me want to vomit in my mouth. I mean, always, he's just vulgar. He is vulgar. And you know, him and JLo, and they were all exchanging juices and everything. It's just nasty. Yes, nasty. Nasty. Betty say, Marty, that one guy that was telling the CIA about P. Diddy and P. Diddy gave him, that's right, I saw that video. He's the one that went in a Trump hotel or something and started shooting, and they videotaped him. And he said that Puff Daddy made him he had sex with Puff Daddy and Cassie. And he said that this video was like in 2019 or something, or 2018. He told the whole story and said Puff Daddy gave him the herpes. That's crazy. I mean, they don't care. I'm telling you, they all probably walk around with the package and everything. Ben Affleck need to get tested. I'm just saying, Ben Affleck needs to be tested. Well, he need to go for a physical and he need to get tested. He need to get a whole panel done. He's got to get a whole panel done. And JLo, you too. Because you do a lot of but in that world, I'm telling you, who puts up their mother's home speaks volumes beyond arrogant. Yeah, I heard that somebody wrote last week or earlier in the week in the comments that he hit his mother. So Lopez and Affleck had intense sexual chemistry. For her, it created emotional attachment. And for Affleck, it was like sneezing like you're so sick. That's true. That is so true. They are different. And that's where the love addiction, and you would think JLo at her age, she would have worked through all that. Like, you get our age and you've lived and learned, you realize, okay, just because you get physical with someone doesn't mean there's a love connection. It's physical. You can't attach your emotions to a physical act. Both parties, the man has to want to be there too with you. And then it's an agreement, the both of you. And you got to kind of watch them. Make sure, because Ben Affleck love bombed her. So she did not. JLo is a love addict, and I think she put a lot more in Ben Affleck than what he deserved. He dumped her 23 years before. Like 3 days before the wedding, he dumped her. Shouldn't that bring you pause? Shouldn't you guys be having a conversation? Why did that happen? And then you turn around and marry Jennifer Garner just a handful of years later. Why? Why shouldn't they have that conversation? I can guarantee you JLo did not want to touch the conversation. I think she fell into it. Ben Affleck was being impulsive. I think that he's off the wagon. That's why you start seeing pictures of him coming out the limousine. She come out first all dressed to nine. He come out drunk and red-faced and bloated face. And it was clear he was drinking. And then you would show, let me show pictures of them. Did I put this when they were arguing? Let me see. Oh, I didn't pull that up. Damn it. We'll do it next time. But they had pictures of timeline of Ben Affleck and JLo's relationship leading up to the divorce, and it was so many. They were arguing on the red carpet. Remember at the awards, they were arguing during the American Music Awards or something when Trevor Noah was the MC. I mean, it was clear Ben was having a hard time, so he was impulsive. He didn't mean to do that. But JLo never. She just had. We're in love. It was like she just went into this fantasy love story, and that's where the addiction come in. Dr. Drew says that's a mental, it's obviously a mental illness, but just it's an addiction, and it can destroy your life. It can make your life and she's having sex with these men, and she's having sex with men just so they can attach themselves to her. And then I'm like, please tell me you're using protection. But she's all part of Hollywood. They don't use protection. They just don't. So Ben, you better hope that you're not walking away with something. Just saying. Yeah, A-Rod. Oh, that's right. Dallas. A-Rod is Dominican. You're right. He's not Puerto Rican. He's Dominican. Mark Anthony is Puerto Rican. So yeah, A-Rod is Dominican. Republic. I did his mom's hair a few times. Oh, you did, oh Dallas. Oh, how cool is that? A small world, I tell you. I wonder how his mom feels about JLo. Oh, Dallas, has his mom shared with you? Or has she shared with anyone how she feels? Oh, Angela. JLo is becoming like the neighborhood bicycle. Everyone gets a ride. Oh, I love that phrase. I've never heard that before. That's so true. She is. She is. And you know what? It looks different when you are in your 50s. Like she should not be doing none of this. She should not. Oh my God. That's true. I'm gonna steal that quote, by the way. Thank you, Angela. I'm gonna steal that quote. Mary Cass says A-Rod is probably very handsome in person. Oh, I bet he is. He's a nice looking man, no doubt about it. Yeah, cool, no doubt about it. He's gorgeous. Install Pine said both herpes and HIV keep on giving. Yeah. Oh, I'm itching now. It's like, yeah, it's like they don't care. They don't care. Rinsky, hey Rinsky, how you doing? Okay, hi Rhonda. Can you believe the dumpster fire that is Hollywood right now? Cat Williams was right in his prediction. I think Ben knew the feds are coming. Oh yeah, I think it's clear now that Ben, and he wants out so bad. He wants out so bad, and you know what? JLo is just not gonna let him. I know JLo is not gonna let him, but you know he is. She won't have a choice. But I think he just, he's spinning. He's just waiting for it to be over. Betty says, Intel Pine, yep, it's like you are carrying around a suitcase everywhere you go for all your life. Yeah, Ben better get tested. Ben better get tested. Yes, he better. A couple more. Lorraine Rain. Hi, Lorraine. Justin Bieber was 15. Oh my God, when the monster raped him. Oh my God. You know what? He was a little boy. Where was his mother and father? That's what I want to know. And here's the last. Let me see. I'm gonna do a couple more, and then I'll let you guys go because we're over 2 hours. Veneer says A-Rod was very happy to get away from J-Ho. She is older than him. He richer than her, and he started almost immediately dating a girl who's 25 years younger than J-Ho. Yeah, A-Rod. It's like, why put up with that foolishness? She left A-Rod because he was cheating, and it's like, girl. You know he was cheating. What? He's not supposed to cheat on you because you JLo? A-Rod is not going to deny himself. I don't see him doing it. Sorry, JLo. So you should have just went on back to A-Rod if you wanted to tie yourself to someone. I guess she got upset because remember he was romantically linked to the girl on one of the Bravo reality TV shows. Let's see, sci-fi fantasy. JLo has been on the pedestal because of deep-seated inferiority complex. He's her white prince, and her family were just as bad worshiping him too. Sci-fi fantasy girl, I think you're right on the money. I shoot straight guys, pow, pow. That's what I'm thinking too. I think JLo put him on. He's a white male. He's from Boston. He's got an Oscar. Maybe in her mind that she's thinking he's a more of a quality man than like an A-Rod or Mark Anthony. I'm like, girl, You got to look at yourself. Are you a quality woman? I mean, for real. And you put nobody on a pedestal but God. He's human like anybody else. A-Rod fine as shit. So is Mark Anthony. If you don't want to be with someone who cheats, then pick a better man. But if you know you got an issue with your picker, stop dating for a while and work on that. Just go celibate, JLo. If JLo want to rewrite her story, go offline for a while, go celibate, and then write a book about it. Just say, hey, I have chosen celibate. You see, Charlize Theron does it. Charlize Theron says no. She don't date. She says she don't want to be bothered. She dated Sean Penn. She was with that actor before that did interview with the vampire or a movie with Aaliyah before she died. So she was just like, she focused on her kids. She's like, I don't date because she don't want to be bothered. I get it. I'm like, you know what? Who's got time for it? If God brings me someone special. Now, Charlize did not say she was celibate, right? You know what I mean? But she did say she's not dating. Very different. But I think Charlize can do dating. She can do friend with benefits because she's deeply rooted. JLo can't do friends with benefits because she'll fall in love with every single man she's with. It's crazy. Yes, Affleck was technically excellent with Lopez until he wasn't. And recently she complained he made no effort and was boring lover. That was on purpose. Lopez doesn't get it. Yeah, she doesn't get it. She don't. It's like, girl, stop putting that man on a pedestal. And he's just not that into you. Stop saying that he's got attitude problems or depression issues. Yeah, he's a goddamn addict out of recovery. He's not going to be. You married an addict, dumbass. What addict going around smiling and laughing? He is trying to get back in recovery. You could tell that. Rizky said, you're going to make a video of Meghan Markle clap back from the Hollywood Reporter and Us Meghan. It's so strange. Rinsky, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I think I'll do that one tomorrow because I didn't get to Meghan Markle today. I'm going to do that one tomorrow. I'm going to do, there's this young lady in New York that's from New York that was, she's in Dubai. She's got arrested, and I want to do travel horror stories. But we're going to concentrate on Meghan Markle tomorrow, okay? Rinsky, definitely Meghan Markle. Now, I hear that they're saying that Meghan Markle had a hysterectomy, which I don't believe. But Meghan Markle she has not been showing up at all to any of the events. So I think they're trying to pivot from their strategy, her marketing people. So they're putting Prince Harry out. So we'll talk about that, Rizky, tomorrow. Renee said, you're right. I read Wolf was shot at a club called Club Chaos in Atlanta. It was a gunfight crazy. How they all who are affiliated with P. Diddy got shot and killed. What? That's terrible. Aaliyah was in Queen of the Damned. She was pimped out by her family as a teen too, to R. Kelly. Yeah, I know. I heard all about that. That was terrible. I say Lupe liked Affleck because he had treated her to casinos and they share a love of casinos as well. Although now she realized he was not Lopez, built him up to be. Yeah, they were building up. No problem at all, Rinsky. Definitely. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Definitely on Meghan Markle. I lost track of her since all the Diddy drama. Yeah, so JLo, while she's putting Ben Affleck on a pedestal, I do agree with you. I think that she, in her mind, and that's telling. But it's not surprised with JLo types because JLo is not rooted at all in reality either. She's like Meghan Markle. They are fantasists. And JLo thinks that she's still 29 years old. She thinks she is 29. Oh, Dallas says, no, I did her hair when he was married to his wife and had the two girls. His wife is beautiful. She's Greek. His ex. Oh, she's Greek. Oh, nice. Okay. You talking about A-Rod's ex-wife. Yeah, he's cute. So, all right, guys, this was really fun. We went over 2 hours today. I mean, time flies when you're having fun because it doesn't even seem like that to me. It just seemed like more like an hour. So I love this. Eventually, I'm going to start adding phone calls where you can call in because then it'd be nice to hear your voice. So give me time to work that out. The lighting is getting a little better for me. I'm playing with it each and every time. So I am improving this whole thing, and maybe I'll get a dash cam. I bought a little dash cam. I don't know where it's since I moved into my new place. I gotta find it. It's packed up somewhere. But I thought I remember had trouble with it before trying to connect it to that and the computer. So bear with me. But anyways, this is fun. We're going to get through it because I love this. I want to thank you guys for watching. Rinsky, tomorrow we will get into Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. If you guys want to hear any other topics, please leave it in the chat because this is the town square, baby. We get all into it. And the best part about it is I like how you guys chime in. So join me tonight, tomorrow night. And definitely because I want to get the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Got to get them because she's the Duchess difficult. Okay. All right, guys. Have a beautiful night. I love you. And I will chat with you soon. Ciao. Mwah.